Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 2025 National Western Stock Show. And today's event here in the Murlock's Junior Barn is Goat Showmanship. First in is the juniors, followed by the intermediates, and then we'll go to the seniors. We still got them coming in, guys. Want to thank you for being here. We'd like to start by introducing our two judges for today. We have Cade Hummel from Oldsburg, Kansas. He works for Linder Show Feeds and has for 14 years. His family lives on a small farm where they run cattle and a barn full of show stock, and they love their time in the barn together. He's been judging since he was 18 years old and has judged in 32 states. Our second judge is his brother, Dale Hummel. He's from Cadbury, Illinois. He's the owner of Hummel Livestock that is focused on raising show goats and Angus cattle. He got his graduate degree in rumen nutrition from the University of Illinois. He was formerly an animal science professor and the livestock judging coach at the University of Illinois and Joliet Junior College. He enjoys working with stock show families and judging livestock shows across the United States and internationally. He is also the co-host of Beyond the Ring, which is an educational podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would, give a warm welcome to the Hummel brothers who will be with us today and this afternoon. Thank you. Andis is a proud sponsor of the National Western Stock Show. From clippers to education, Andis is here to support top-notch grooming and fitting for every champion. Let's celebrate the best in livestock and clipping excellence. John Deere is the official agricultural and turf equipment provider of the National Western Stock Show. Visit your local John Deere dealer for great deals now. And remember, nothing runs like a deer. Family, work, pets, land, Murdoch's has you covered with jeans and boots, hardware and fencing, toys, tack, and so much more. Shop Murdoch's online or find your store at murdochs.com. Saunders Construction was locally founded in 1972 and is now one of the largest and most stable construction companies in Colorado. Saunders offers well paid positions with opportunities for career growth. Visit us at www.saundersincorporated.com for information on career opportunities.
So just to give you guys a heads up, and first off, very, very blessed and privileged to be here today, and Uncle Dale decided that he'd come with me and sit out here with me. And for those of you know that my background, Dale was obviously a big influence on me and my judging coach through 4-H and junior college, and certainly has a big impact on my life yet today. And very grateful that he had the opportunity to come out here and be able to sort these not only showmanship but the does in a little bit later. So just to give you a brief rundown of what we're doing, we've kept back 10. We're going to place a top 10 overall in each division. We've kept our 10 that we're going to rework. Just some inconsistencies from start to finish on some of these individuals that came out, but by no means are we saying they're not good enough. But within this class, maybe the communication between the animal and the individual is not as high on the intensity level or consistency level as some of those that we've kept back. I encourage you to go, that if you've over here, one of these 6 that have over here, come back and watch with an open mind. And even you parents and family members and team members, come back and watch with an open mind and try to steal some things to help make your style a little bit better. But let's give those 6 individuals a round of applause as we get ready to rework these 10.
At this time, the exhibitors on the rail next to the announcer's table will be excused. Thanks for being here, guys. Sullivan Supply is a family-owned and operated company founded in 1989. As an innovative leader in livestock show supplies, Sullivan Supply has kept the values of hard work, family ties, and quality products at its core. Sullivan Supply is proud to service the livestock industry and wishes all the exhibitors at the National Western the best of luck. Superior Farms is proud to help sponsor the National Western Stock Show. We invite you to see more about how we help family farms. See the video at superiorfarms.com. Weaver Livestock is committed to helping you be the very best you can be. Stop by their booth between the Junior Barn and Stadium Arena to check out their full line of show supplies backed by industry experts. Weaver is devoted to fueling your enthusiasm for showing livestock with innovative products at the National Western Stock Show.
So this first class out here in Showmanship has truly been fun, and I've loved every minute of it. And it's like I said, if you've ever had the chance to judge a livestock show and have somebody else out there in the ring, and what it truly does is that person answers all those little questions that are in the back of your mind that you're playing tricks on your own self. And when you have somebody else out there bounce that off, man, it just kind of makes you feel that you're on the right path. And we have 5 individuals, 10, 16 individuals that I've loved to sort, and we got 5 still standing out here that I think do a tremendous job, and very pleased and very honored to have all these come out in front of me. And the young lady with the red doe we're going to choose to lead off with is just Miss Consistency to me. I mean, she never missed a step. Never that. Every time I turned around, that doe was set up and just looked like she does every step of the way. And to me, that's a big part of what we're doing. And also that means to me is time spent with that individual. You know, showmanship is clearly a competition with your animal and a partnership that you're competing against your fellow exhibitors. It's not just based on quality and things like that. It's based on hours spent in the barn and in practice that you could see out here in the ring. And I think these two have spent an awful lot of time together because their communication pattern, young lady, is very good, and I congratulate you. Nothing to take away from you, sweetheart. You're deadly on the stick, or on this land or this weather. You just, the way you present him and the way you have him ready for me at all times is intense, and I love it. The intensity means it means something to you. It means that you care. You have a passion for it, and I tip my hat to you because that is awesome. I love how you do it. Maybe not as consistent in terms of keeping that weather as set up as much as she was, but I'm not going to say that that's a bad thing because you do have to get him set up and ready and rock and roll, but just in this class, I think that's where we fall. As we get to the young lady with the really pretty shirt on, she does a great job, and when she gets that thing set up and stuck to a T, man, it's hard not to look at her from any angle in the ring. You just want to gravitate towards her because she makes her look so pretty. Every now and then, that little doe will get a little bit tired, a little bit lazy, and start to fall apart, and she's so focused on me, maybe we don't quite put her together when we need to. In relation to those other two, I'm not saying it's a bad thing because you do a very, very good job, and you're very impressive. Just those little details will get us up up the road. The two Cowboys here, fourth and fifth, man, I think you guys do a whale of a job. And I'm a big supporter of the young men out here trying to show, because I'll be honest with you, women usually whip us at every time. In any showmanship, they usually get us. You guys put up a great fight. Maybe not as consistent all the way through on getting set up as quick, not quite as ready when we turn around and look as those three right above us. But you two do a phenomenal job. Once that thing gets to where you're going to go, you guys nail it from then on. And if we can just get you to be a little bit more consistent all the way through, I think we bet you a little more competitive. If you would do me a giant favor, give all 16 of those individuals in that first division a big round of applause, if we could, please.
Results of Junior Market Goat Showmanship. In 10th place, Autumn Zuber. 9th went to Peyton Gould. 8th, Lane Steben. 7th place went to Dakota Thurmond. 6th, Whitley Schweitzer. 5th place, Brantley Went. 4th, Dylan Boswell. 3rd place went to Kinsey White. 2nd, Emerson and reserve champion Emerson Olson. And 1st place and champion of Junior Market Goat Weather Doe Showmanship is Piper Unger. Next in the ring will be the intermediates. Intermediates in the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, there's 2 classes of intermediates. So there will be a selection out of this class, and then they will come back in after the 2nd class is shown and had a selection, and that will be for champion and reserve. So intermediates got sorted into 2 classes. This is class 1. The judges will take however many they decided and hold them back, and then they'll bring them back for the champion drive. The Colorado Farm Show is one of the largest and older farm shows in the nation, and the tradition continues January 28th, 29th, and 30th at Island Grove Park in Greeley, Colorado. See the latest agriculture equipment, visit over 300 exhibitors, attend free seminars with more than 60 engaging speakers, and network to create long-lasting connections. For more info, go to coloradofarmshow.com. Common Spirit Health is the proud presenting partner and official first aid provider of the National Western Stock Show. Common Spirit is committed to unleashing the healing power of humanity through human kindness. Learn more at mountain.commonspirit.org. Take your clipping fitting skills to the next level with the Emerge and Pulse ZR2 clippers from Andis. Experience the perfect trifecta of control, power, and efficiency to reach flawless finishes. Find them at your Andis dealer today. John Deere is the official agriculture and turf equipment provider of the National Western Stock Show. Visit your local John Deere dealer for great deals now, and remember, nothing runs like a deer.
We won't talk these top 5 at all because they're going to come back here in another class or so. But these individuals that are over here against the announcer stand, I'm not taking anything away from them, but maybe the consistency is not there, or maybe just the speed at which they get them presented and shown off to us is not quite as mature as some of those ones right above us. And obviously this young man, I want to say, that's down here in the pink shirt, he's doing a heck of a job of putting up a good fight and keeping his composure, because I promise you, if you've ever been in that situation where everything seems to be going wrong, it is so hard to keep it together. And young man, I think you've done an awesome job at that. I think you understand that the communication with you and him and versus these just not going to get us up in that top end, but that doesn't mean I don't think you're a heck of a showman, and I don't take anything away from you from what you're struggling with. And not to take away from these guys, just not as consistent or maybe not as quick on that setup and get to that eye contact and focus as these ones above us. Let's go ahead and give all these exhibitors a big round of applause as we get ready for that second heat in this division.
Those 5 that were held back will leave the ring, but then they will come back for the champion drive. Yeah, you can leave out of gate number 10. That way you won't have to be on top of the other goats coming in. But you'll be right back in after this class is over for the champion drive of intermediate showmanship. Entering the ring will be the second heat of intermediate showmanship. Again, the judges will select a top end that will come back in for the champion drive, and the rest will be released. At Murdoch, save on the essentials you need like jeans, boots, hardware, pet supplies, fencing, and so much more. Shop Murdoch's online or find your store at murdochs.com. Saunders was locally founded in 1972 and is now one of the largest and most stable construction companies in Colorado. Saunders offers well paid positions with opportunities for career growth. Visit us at www.saundersincorporated.com for information on career opportunities.
Promise you this class doesn't get any easier, and the quality just keeps coming out. And when you have a smaller class like that, it even kind of makes things more compact and kind of makes you have to study things a little bit harder. Really appreciate these five individuals over here. I think they do things really, really well. And the thing that I like as much as anything is we all make mistakes, and it's fun to watch or encouraging to watch how we recover from those mistakes, how we put those does back together or those weathers back together after we kind of have a mess up or a slip. And I thought these five did an excellent job. Not that these five over here didn't. They're just not quite as consistent all the way through. Maybe they don't quite have the intensity or the focus all the way through to keep that one set up the whole time and keep eye contact. I really appreciate it when they can keep their focus inside of the ring and concentrate on what we're looking at rather than what everybody's telling them, because then it just gets a little bit distracting. But I think all 10 of these individuals have done a great job. If you would, please, let's give them a big round of applause as we get ready to do this champion drive.
Sullivan Supply is a family owned and operated company founded in 1989. As the innovative leader in livestock show supplies, Sullivan Supply has kept the values of hard work, value, family ties, and quality products at its core. Sullivan Supply is proud to service the livestock industry and wishes all the exhibitors at the National Western the best of luck. In the ring is the Champion Drive. This is the Champion Drive for intermediate showmanship. Champion Drive. Superior Farms American Lamb is delicious and easy to cook. Visit superiorfarms.com for great recipes and ask for American Lamb at your favorite restaurant. Weaver Livestock is committed to helping you be the very best you can be. Stop by their booth between the Junior Barn and Stadium Arena to check out their full line of show supplies backed by industry experts. Weaver is devoted to fueling your enthusiasm for showing livestock with innovative products at the National Western Stock Show. The Colorado Farm Show is one of the largest and oldest farm shows in the nation, and the tradition continues January 28th, 29th, and 30th at Island Grove Park in Greeley, Colorado. See the latest agricultural equipment, visit over 300 exhibitors, attend free seminars with more than 60 engaging speakers, and network to create long lasting connections. For more information, go to coloradofarmshow.com.
I hope it was as hard to watch for you guys as it was to sort, because these guys are awesome. Let's give these guys a big round of applause before we discuss them. I made somebody happy. I tell you, to watch these three girls do what they do with passion and pride will just make you get goosebumps. To see what they've poured into these animals, and you could tell because of the communication they have with their particular does, is just outstanding. The way that they can ask those things to do what they want them to, and they do it just at a faster pace with a little more style and pizzazz, and they do it so consistently, and that's why we're up here. Young lady up there at the top, man, that is fun to watch. When she puts that thing into motion, it will grab your attention and make you focus on that doe as she dances across that ring. And that's why I just kept gravitating towards her, and I kept saying to Dale, like, it is hard not to watch that doe as she goes out, just because she makes that thing dance so elegantly out here. Young lady, I tip my hat to you. Job well done. Sweetheart there in second, man, right there. I could look at your doe all day long. You do such a picture-perfect job of getting that thing stuck when you're out here and getting that thing to balance up so well for me on the profile. Maybe not as quite as smooth on the walk. Maybe kind of gets a little bit twisted and a little bit not as elegant there on that head as that goat that we started with, or the young lady we started with. But man, that is being picky, and very similar to you, sweetheart. If that doe wouldn't twist that head in and get that, I know it's not comfortable for her to do that, but on that lead, it's not quite as consistent. But man, you are deadly, and the way you set them up is awesome. And the sweetheart coming out here in fourth, I thought when we first came in, I told Dale, like, hey, I think this one does an awesome job. She's so quick and is on point and focused. And as the class drove on or wore on, maybe not quite as stylish and as much pizzazz as those three right above us, but man, that is still a killer job in terms of consistency. I love how you communicate with that doe and keep her in motion. Young lady here on the end, you kept climbing up and climbing up and climbing up. You got that weather stuck, and you never missed a beat. You didn't get down. You didn't get flustered, and that's some of the things I look at, because when you work with livestock day in and day out, you know how frustrating frustrating it could be. You know how quick you can lose your temper. And when you lose your temper out here, there is zero chance for you to recover in a showmanship to ever get back to where you. And I thought she did a great job of keeping that composure. And same over here. These young ladies did a great job. I would take you any day of the week and put you on my best livestock because I think you communicate with them so well. And to me, that just speaks of hours in the barn that y'all have spent together. One more time, big round of applause as we get ready for that senior division.
Results of intermediate showmanship. In 10th place, Emery Chamberlain. 9th went to Haley McDaniel. 8th place, Sadie Allen. 7th went to Jaylyn Miner. 6th place, Corinne Pittman. 5th went to Casey Quang. 4th place, Paisley Atkins. 3rd went to Harper Hess. 2nd to Kobe Scroggins, and she's your reserve champion. And your winner and champion is Tassie Joe Fadley. Next in the ring is senior showmanship, and there's only one class of seniors. So the champion and reserve will be selected in this class. Senior showmanship entering the ring. Common Spirit Health is the proud presenting partner and official first aid provider of the National Western Stock Show. Common Spirit is committed to unleashing the healing power of humanity through human kindness. Learn more at mountain.commonspirit.org. Andis is a proud sponsor of the National Western Stock Show. From clippers to education, Andis is here to support top-notch grooming and fitting for every champion. Let's celebrate the best in livestock and clipping excellence. John Deere is the official agricultural and turf equipment provider of the National Western Stock Show. Visit your local John Deere dealer for great deals now, and remember, nothing runs like a Deere. Saunders was locally founded in 1972 and is now one of the largest and most stable construction companies in Colorado. Saunders offers well paid positions with opportunities for career growth. Visit us at www.saundersincorporated.com for information on career opportunities.
just kind of to refresh our memory, we're gonna rework these 10 over here. We're gonna let these 9 go back, and not to take away from the 9 that are over here, but like we've been preaching all day, maybe not the consistency on the stride and in motion as these goats over here, maybe not quite the composure or the focus, but that doesn't take away from the hours that they put in the barn. And honestly, that's what Dale and I talked about in this class in particular, is how much communication that you could actually see between the goat and the individual, and that's one of the things we're looking for. If you could, please, let's give all 19 of these exhibitors a big round of applause as we get ready for this champion drive. funny, right? Does anybody else think that was suspenseful? Anybody think those showmen are awfully good? No, louder than that. Show them your appreciation. They work hard to get to where they're at. And the fun thing for me, and it truly, you know, as a dad of some kids that live to be in the show barn, not because I make them and because they want to be there, the thing that I truly love the most of watching these individuals out here show is the communication that they have. I absolutely adore the fact that when one of these goats steps out, these two ladies up front can reach down, reset that leg, and that goat does exactly what they ask them. Okay, if you're somebody that's never tried to set up a goat, if you're just a parent that's watched and never done it, they don't do that because they want to. Everything want to resist everything you do. And these two goats up here in particular, their muscle memory is so good that they know exactly what they're supposed to do, and they go right back to it. That just shows the dedication that these girls have put into these two does to get there. I commend you. Yes, we have to sort them. It's not easy. Both of these outstanding on the drive. I love the silhouette. I love the profile. When you get them out and go, I just think it's so beautiful to watch you get out and go. And I'm just going to be very blunt with you. It's not an easy decision. Dale and I talked to him, and we're in complete agreement. But I just thought there was a tick more consistency from the start of the class when they came in to when they had their heat to when they came back in this final drive of how they got set up, how they got back to looking at us and studying us and waiting for us to ask them to do something. And that's why they're placed in that order. And I promise you, if you want to argue with me, that's fine. Just don't hit me because I am getting older and it hurts a little bit more. But I think those two are incredible showmen. I actually think all 10 of them are, but those two in particular, I don't think they've missed a beat. And I tip my hat to both of you ladies being Grand and Reserve at the National West. And I want to tell you guys this, how important and cool it is to be a part of the last time that they'll ever show does up here in this building. You bet. How this is the last time you'll sit in these bleachers and watch a doe show because we're going into that new great facility and all the cool memories you guys took. When you're in 10th, don't think that it's a bad thing, okay? You're 10th at the National Western Stock Show and Rodeo. You're not 10th at the Pottawatomie County Fair. Be proud of the effort that you guys put into it. Young lady with the black doe, you are so hard not to look at. That color pattern of that doe, that style that you put on with her, I can't not look at you anytime you go across the ring. There are times where I don't know if you have that head set just right in comparison to those two ladies right above you, but man, you are deadly, and you grab my attention anytime you go across the ring. Young man, same with you. I look at you anytime you go anywhere across the ring. I don't know, as in comparison to everybody else, we are at the same style and design as everybody else in terms of getting them ready and getting them presented out here. But man, you do a great job, and the communication with you and your doe is second to none. Young lady down here on the end, you grew on us every time you grew up. You moved up because your consistency just kept you there. You didn't grab my attention right when you came in, but you sure forced me to study you and watch you because you didn't have a big hole. I don't know what to tell you to do different. You're right there with everybody. You're fifth at the National Western, and I commend you. Let's give all those seniors a big round of applause one more time, if we could, please.
Results of senior showmanship. In 10th place, Caitlin Morgan. 9th went to Chandler Hill. 8th place, Legacy Murphy. 7th, Jaylee Spear. 6th place, Ashley Peter. 5th place went to Bella Campbell. 4th, Zane Downey. 3rd went to Afton McIntosh. 2nd and reserve champion, Paisley Kiko. And the winner of the senior Market Goat Showmanship was J.C. Falkenstein. There is, I don't know what they're doing. There's a class 1, 5 in this first class. While we're walking goats, I'd like to introduce the two judges. They were here for our showmanship, and they're going to work through the weather does. This is Dale Hummel from Caberry, Illinois. He's the owner of Hummel Livestock, which is focused on raising show goats and Angus cattle. He has a graduate degree in ruminant nutrition from University of Illinois, and he was a former animal science professor and the livestock judging coach at the University of Illinois and also Gillette Junior College. He enjoys working with stock show families and judging livestock shows across the United States and internationally. He is also the co-host of Beyond the Ring, an educational podcast. His brother's with him today, Cade Hummel. He's from Oldsburg, Kansas. He works for Linder Show Feeds for the last 14 years, and his family lives on a small farm where they run cattle and a barn full of show stock. He loves his time out in the barn along with his family. He's been judging since he was 18 years old and has judged in 32 states. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would, again, welcome Dale and Cade Hummel, who are judges this afternoon in the Weather Doe Show. Thank you very much for being here, guys. Take your clipping fitting skills to the next level with the eMerge and Pulse ZR2 clippers from Andis. Experience the perfect trifecta of control, power, and efficiency to reach flawless finishes. Find them at your Andis dealer today. John Deere is the official agricultural and turf equipment provider of the National Western Stock Show. Visit your local John Deere dealer for great deals now, and remember, nothing runs like a deer.
I tried. Very fun way to start this doe show off, and I'm going to stop and tell you how privileged and what an honor it is to come out here and be able to sort this doe show tonight, and couldn't be more proud to stand out here with Dale, and you know, one of the true mentors of my life, and true the person that's without question, without doubt, that has got me to where I am in this world, and I really thank him for coming out here and standing next to me, shoulder to shoulder, and sorting these does. And the second thing I want for you families out there that have came and made this a trip, that's what we did as a family. We came to Denver every year as a group and as a family, and we have so many memories made in this barn. And I think that is such a unique thing to do. And knowing that this is the last year that we'll be showing on the National Western Stock Show and Radio, and someday, kids, you'll look back and you'll know what a big deal this was, and how you were the last ones to ever show the does up in the barn. And I won't take a long time tonight, I promise you, but I just needed to get that off my chest. It's a very sentimental deal for me to be out here and to sort these animals, and to be in this historic place for our industry. And you think about all the generations of livestock people that have come through this barn, and you guys will be the last ones to be on top of the hill. I just think that's a pretty cool deal. And once again, I really appreciate Denver asking me to come out here and sort it. This first class, we have 5 out here, and I'm going to tell you, we have 2 that sit up on top that may not look the same at your first glance, but in terms of quality and design and silhouette, not only or as they stand, but when they get out in motion, handle themselves extremely well, and they do not disappoint you. The difference is, for me, when I put my hands on that doe coming out in first, I read her with a little more muscle coming right out of her blade and carries that more consistently to her top. I think she just, from the side, I like the consistency of her upper shape to her cage, and just sets her feet down very consistent. I tip my hat to you, young lady, on a very good doe to win the class. Young man in second. Young man in second, you have a doe that grows on me hard. I love the handle of this one. She is the freshest back doe here. When I first put my hands, when I kind of had to take a step back and reevaluate, because there's more meat laying in that female than it's going to meet your eye when she dances across this ring. And it's a close pair for us, and I like how she goes on her feet and legs. I like how she naturally sets them down square and sets that weight proportionally on each one of her toes and faces them forward without twisting and contorting them in any shape or manner. Then you look at her from the side, you really appreciate how she goes from her shoulder blade, and you look at that muscle through her chest and through her shoulder and her forearm in particular. She may be the most shapely animal with as much true muscle as anything we have in the class. To me, you're just a little bit narrower coming out of your shoulder and your top line. When you get in motion, I don't know if your back's as level and strong as that female we started with, but man, I sure like that doe coming up here in second. Young man in third has one that's presented to a T. This one's as easy to gravitate your attention to her. I like her when she just stands there, humongous cage in that rib, and just made right in so many areas. To me, we just maybe not quite as strong in our top line, maybe not quite the balance as those 2 does right above us in relation, but man, that is one that has a ton of width, and I love the muscle out through her rear end and her leg set as she goes. Like a lot of things about that one. The fancy colored female coming out next is one that really grabbed my attention hard. I don't know if she balances for me in terms of her top line. She gets a little bit soft right out of her shoulder and doesn't fit the silhouette when she goes in motion as well. Sweetheart, when you get her set up, man, you nail her. It's hard for me not to study and look at her, but it's just when you get in motion, I fall apart a little bit. Sweetheart, here at the end, you have your doe has a lot of things I can appreciate. I love how strong top she is. I love when my hand meets her top. There's some meat there. Within this class, we give up the density of structure and muscle to run with those 4. But man, I love this class. Let's give all 5 of these exhibitors a big round of applause if we could, please.
Results of class number 1. In 5th place, Madeline Johnson. 4th went to Tassie Joe Fadley. 3rd, Chase Litton. Second went to Dylan Bichelle, and the winner was Dakota Thurman. Dylan and Dakota will come back in for selection of champion, lightweight. Saunders Construction was locally founded in 1972 and is now one of the largest and most stable construction companies in Colorado. Saunders offers well-paid positions with opportunities for career growth. Visit us at www.saundersincorporated.com for information on career opportunities. Sullivan Supply is a family-owned and operated company founded in 1989. As the innovative leader in livestock show supplies, Sullivan Supply has kept the values of hard work, family ties, and quality products at its core. Sullivan Supply is proud to service the livestock industry and wishes all the exhibitors at the National Western the best of luck.